Hi, YouTube. It is
Hey.
F period. Coming to you from Sierra Vista. Very exciting. Now, you guys should all know that even though there are fractions on this test, most of the questions are not on fractions. Okay? Most of the questions are on multiplying and dividing with negatives. Alright? And if you know how to do, thank you, and if you know how to do your Dorito Man correctly, and if you know how to do evaluating correctly, then you will be able to get a good grade on this. Okay, so let's get started. Now, first of all, when we have Dorito Man, it's actually a lot better, I think. When I'm writing on the board, I write it a bunch of times and I scratch it out because that's the best way to show it on the board. But on your paper, you guys remember how I told you to use it?
No.
Yes.
How?
Yeah.
With your fingers.
With your finger, right. So you only have to write it once on the top of your page. And then you just cover it up with your finger and that will give you the sign of your answer. Yes, sir? Yes. No, I learned that from an amazing teacher that I was working with. All right. So, 4 times negative 5. So 4, is that a positive or negative?
Positive.
So it's a positive times a negative. So I take my thumb and I cover up that. What's the answer?
Negative 20.
A negative. All right. Negative 20. How many people got that one right?
Woo!
Okay.
Totally me.
Okay, what's the sign of number 2?
A negative. 12. Oh, positive.
It's a positive.
Positive.
It's a positive because we cover up with
That's
our
right.
thumb both negatives. We get a positive.
Dorito Man and Bird Box.
Yes. So
Yeah,
positive
36.
36. All right. So how do we do this one when there's 3? Anybody? Jeffrey, help us out. Well, kind of loud.
Alright, so you write the problem down first. Yeah.
It's already there.
Okay, but you have to write it. Okay, so you put the multiply sign in between them.
Okay, so they're all being multiplied. I got it.
So you multiply 2 numbers first.
Okay, very good. So we do 2 at a time.
Yeah.
So we do negative 10 times negative 7. So a negative times negative is, Jeffrey?
Positive.
So positive 70. And then times, we still have a negative 4. So positive times a negative.
And 7 times 4 is 28 plus 0.
So our answer is?
Negative 280.
Do we agree?
Yeah.
Excellent job, sir. Alright. Yeah, go ahead. So we have a brave participant. We have a brave participant. Alright, number 4, please. Go ahead.
Okay, so we have negative 8,
Mm-hmm.
and then if squared,
Uh-huh.
we're going to have to multiply it by itself.
That means negative 8 times
Negative 8.
negative 8. Good. Which makes?
64.
Right. Positive 64. We don't have to write the positive. Do we agree?
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Okay. All right, cool. 75 divided by negative 5.
So you divide 75 by 5 first,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go to Dorito Man, and
Mhm.
it's a positive and a negative,
Mhm.
and then negative is left, so it would be negative 15.
Excelente. Cool. Good job. Okay. I'm going to speed ahead. So a negative divided by negative is a? Positive 2. You don't have to write the positive. Negative divided by negative, again, is a positive 5. And a negative divided by a positive is a negative 3. So it's important you guys notice, right? The division symbol and the fraction symbol, they mean the same thing. So that is going to be on the test. Alright, I'm actually going to skip the fractions until because I want you guys to make sure you know how to do these types of problems first. So go to the back side. Okay. What brave person wants to do number 11? Anybody? Go ahead. Loudly, please.
Okay, so first you have to convert A, B, and C into negative 2 times 3 times negative 1.
Awesome. Okay, and then first two numbers, negative and a positive, makes a negative, so that'd be negative 6. Let me move this over. Alright, so that makes negative 6 times negative 1, which makes positive 6. So the answer is positive 6. Awesome. Alright, who remembers what happens when you cube a negative number? I mean negative times a negative times a negative. What do you end up getting?
Negative.
You're right, a negative. Good. So I don't feel like going through all the steps. Well, I can. Fine. Okay, so it's 2 times negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1. These two will end up being a positive 1. 2 times positive 1 times negative 1. The final answer is negative 2. You are correct. Alright, BC. What's BC? I don't know. It's 3 times negative 1 over 3. Now actually this one's a little tricky. If you have a fraction, either the top or bottom of a fraction, numerator or denominator, actually acts as a parentheses. So you have to do that first. Negative 3 divided by 3 equals negative 1. How many people got that right or didn't get to it yet? Or who got it? Okay. Okay, d squared. OMG. That's 3/5 times 3/5. Who remembers how to multiply fractions? We haven't done that in a while.
You multiply the denominators.
Or numerators and then denominators. So what do we get?
So you get
9/15. And we can reduce that. Right? Yeah. You divide by... Oh, it's 25. I was thinking 3's also. Yeah, we can't reduce that. 9 over 25. It looked right to me. Okay. Okay. 5 times A is negative 2. 5 times negative 2 plus 5. Now we have to be careful of our order of operations, right? First thing we do is multiply. Yay!
Yay!
Yay! What fun!
Okay. Negative 10 plus 5. Alright, now that means... That means we have to... the bad guys win by 5. We have to do good guys, bad guys if we are adding, subtracting. Okay? Bad guys win by 5. Boo.
Go back up.
Stop.
Go back up.
Okay? Alright, so 10 minus, what do we write for B?
That.
No, 3. So 10 minus 3 times negative 1. Now, again, we have to be careful. Our multiplication is first. 3 times negative 1. So 10 minus what? Negative 3. Minus a negative makes a positive 13. 10 minus negative 3 becomes 13. Yep. Double signs. All right. Match each example property. You guys can super duper do this. What? 10 minus, and then 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. So it's minus negative. That turns into a plus. All right. 4 plus 0. Is that 0 property? No. So don't be tricked. It's identity because you end up with the same thing you started with. So it's identity of addition. Which one is that? That's E. You are correct.
What? Oh, I just put like an I.
I know, that's what I was thinking.
I didn't see them numbers.
I did.
They're hacks.
Okay. Now what about 18? Is that 0 property?
No.
Yes. Because you end up with 0. What's that letter?
G.
Please write this down. Okay. What about ABC equals CBA?
B.
Well,
Commutative because the order changed. So is that C?
B.
Oh, B.
Big bada boom.
Okay. Let's see if I can see the letters myself. Okay. There I go.
C.
All right.
C.
12, 13, 7. 12, 13, 7. Did the order change?
Yeah.
No. The order did not change. So that's associative.
C.
So it's C. It's associative because it's adding here. Let's see. All right, E, G, B, C. Quiet, please. All right, so now to fractions. Yay! Here we go. So, remember, multiplying. Vincent helped us out. He said multiply your numerators and denominators, but actually there's a secret to this one. Does anybody see it?
No.
You can
Simplify it. I would always look if you could do that first. 9 over 8. So much better.
And then 14 over 6.
So now it's 9 times 4. Oh wait, we can also cancel. So 9 over 9, we divide those by 9. We divide these by 4. So yeah, and now we have to think about the sign. What was the sign? A negative times a negative makes positive 1/2. That is Dorito Man. Alright, so yeah, if you don't remember the canceling, you could always multiply. You would end up with the same thing. You would end up with 4 times 18, 9 times 16, and it would be a half. 144. 72 and 144. Any questions on that? Why didn't we look for a common denominator? Because we're multiplying.
Yeah.
You guys need to study this. To make sure you remember. Alright. So, divided. What's division of fractions? How do we do it? Times negative 3 over 7. Okay, multiply. Why is that? Because it's division. Reciprocal, good. 9 over 7. Is that right? No, because you have to do a positive times a negative. I mean, divided by negative. Makes a negative. Dorito Man, don't forget that. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Okay, why is it a negative? Because a positive and a negative make a negative if you use Dorito Man, right? We've got, this is a positive. Alright. Cool. Last couple, we're almost done. Now these, we do have to have common denominators. Alright, -5, +7. Good guys, bad guys. We can actually just do the numerators, remember that? So, -5, +7. Good guys win by 2, right? So, +2/9. Or you could write the whole fraction in here. This was 7/9. This was 5/9. Any questions about that? It's just remembering where to use which process. When? Test tomorrow, mañana. It's a test. Alright, here we go. Okay, who wants to do this for 15 points? Okay, I need help. Okay, go ahead. Okay. What's the first thing we need to do? Okay. Alright. Go ahead.
So you're going to find the lowest common denominator.
Excellent. What's the lowest common denominator?
12.
What? You're right. Okay.
So you're going to do 4 times
So wait, so let's do it slowly so we have time. So 4 and 12. So 4, 8, 12. Oh, ding, 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 ding. That's the lowest common multiple between 4 and 12. So go ahead.
So since you have to get the 4 and 12, you multiply both top and bottom, the denominator and numerator times 3.
Very good.
And then you're going to get 12 as the denominator.
Yeah, okay, fine. And?
And 3 as the numerator.
Okay, good. So we've got 3 12s, and then we've got a -5 12s.
And then you're going to do good guys, bad guys. You're going to put the 3 12s, the positive, and then the 5 and the negative. And you're going to subtract 5 by 3.
3 by 5. So the bad guys win by 2, right? So your answer is
Negative.
-2 12s, but we can reduce that.
1/6.
Wow, you guys are.
I know. Or you can do 0.5
So-
over 3.5. Maybe Vincent should teach the class.
Oh, well, he just did. We all teach each other in life.
You just got clapped.
Oh, not at all. Not at all.
Jeffrey.
Shortcut to this one? 5 and an 8, and 10 and 7/8.
Wait, you were recording
It's 16. It's 16. You're right. Now, how do you get this the shortcut here?
Because 5, you just multiply 10 plus 5. And then
Add
multiply. Yeah, that's what I said.
No, you said multiply. So 10 plus 5 is 15. And then 1 8 plus 7 8 is 8 8s, right? So 15 and 8 8s equals 16.
Dude, what are you laughing?
That one was pretty easy. Alright, are you guys going to say goodbye to YouTube land?